Hello everyone, today we are interviewing Dr.G.Srinivas, the Assistant Professor of Commerce. Dr.G.Srinivas is an Assistant Professor of Commerce at Government Degree College, Narsampet, Warangal District, Telangana. He also worked as an NSS Program Officer to redress the grievances of students. He is also a life member of Telangana Commerce Association, Indian Accounting Association and All India Commerce Association. He is also a member of Jana Vijnanik Vedika and also a member of Indian Red Cross Society. He also participated in national conferences in Rajasthan, Hyderabad, Guntur, Karimnagar. He also published articles in national conferences. He also participated and delivered lectures on civic education and awareness on consumer rights organized by Sangamitra Youth Awareness Seva Society, Narsampet, Warangal District, Telangana. Now, let's begin our interview with Dr. G.Srinivas.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for giving your valuable time to us. So, let's begin our interview. So, what inspired you to become a teacher?
Teaching is a noblest profession. The students learning in the classrooms, the students inspired by the teachers. I inspired my teacher at primary level. When I completed my schooling, for upper primary school I went to another school nearby my village, another village, that is Pidisilla. When we come across our teacher with folded hands, he saluted us, the student. That's why I inspired my teacher, Sitarama Rao Garu. On those days, he was one of the best teachers in the classroom. That's why I decided on that day how to become a teacher and render my services to the students by giving values what imbibed my teacher in my heart.
So, can you describe your way of style of teaching?
Teaching is a Kotari Commission, the nation building in the classroom. That's why strategies adopted by the teacher should be appropriate. As a teacher, I have been implementing to inculcate the values and inculcating the minimum learning levels and giving more assignments to the intelligent students, more IQ students. By covering all these levels of students, have been giving different assignments, different teaching methodologies. Learning by doing is the best concept to give very easy learning to the students of their what we call concepts. And that's why I have been adopting strategy methods or strategies to inculcate the lower level students, middle level students and higher level students. For middle level students, repeated classes, repeated homeworks, all these have been adopting.
What grade level do you prefer and why?
Teacher is ever learner, first of all. Teacher could not fix the levels of teaching. Teacher has so much of impact on the student community. When you come across first grade student, you undermine your levels to reach him. At the same time, when you come across undergraduate student, you teach that level. I am ready to teach UG level student like you BTech students, first class student. When I come across a 5-year kid, I teach with joyful participation. So I prefer one, the student is a unique personality to mold him in a better way. That's why I am ready to teach all the grades. When I come across postgraduate student, I teach that level and I am ready to mold him in a best person to the render services to the society. When I come across a kid, I play with him by giving stories and rhymes and all those things. But conventional teacher, as a teacher, I appointed for some grade in the classroom and the regular time today I am teaching like you people, undergraduation students.
What are some strategies for teaching about your subject who are not able to good learner, who are not maybe good learners?
So, students are different IQ levels, with different IQ levels. Some students may learn by describing the content in a single time. Some students may not able to understand twice, thrice, after completion of twice and thrice repetition. Those students expect some support from the teacher. As a teacher, I have been implementing giving what we call revision teaching, a separate time, and giving different assignments, lower level assignments. The students may spend with the curriculum or the class content at home and with the peer group discussions. Peer group learning is the best concept. I have been implementing. I implemented it what we call it school level when I was a school teacher with the different levels of capabilities. Okay. Right.
How do you spend your time with your colleagues?
So already I told in what we call in our chit chat in the before video, without society we can't live. So where you are working, the peer group or the same colleagues, they have equivalent learning levels, equivalent learning capabilities, equivalent teaching capabilities, more than us also. So with the humanistic approach, with the smiling approach, and all the things, spend with it. When we come across a colleague in free time, we discuss about our students who are very poor in the classroom. What are the strategies implementing to become to keep the students in a better way? That's why learning is ever process. I'm very enthusiastic speaker, enthusiastic teacher to teach all the level students, at the same time enthusiastic learner and listener from my colleagues. That's why I feel every human is unique.
Are teacher-parent consequences important? Why or why not?
You know or not, one thing, parents are gods. Mother is first teacher. So, as a teacher in the classroom, teacher come across the students. Teacher knows well the attitude and the learning levels and the attitude with the peer group in the classroom. But beyond after the classroom, when she or he reaches home, her behavior is different from the classroom. That's why parents know well about the student. That's why parent-teacher meetings are very important to understand the level of the kid and understand the standard of the kid and what are the deviations he or she facing in the home and in the learning. Parents are very well what we call not considering our parents what we call qualification. They know more than the teachers about their children attitude. They may not know the learning levels of the student, their children, but they know well than the teachers of the children attitude. That's why parent-teachers meetings plays a vital role in molding the student in a best student and best human and best citizen. That's why parent-teacher meetings are very important and it plays a crucial role in the teaching learning process. And in education system, we can't expect the optimum learning levels of the students without parent-teacher meeting.
Sir, what are the qualities of a good teacher?
Good teacher, only we can say, when we say a teacher is a good teacher, all the teachers have learning abilities. Every teacher believes learning is forever. Every good teacher spend his time with the students, think about the students after completion of the teaching learning process and after completion of the what we call school timings or college timings, and good teacher gives the content more than the content, beyond the content to the students. In what you see, you came here to learn life skills. Life skills are important. Life skills may not be able to complete teach in the classroom. Life skills learn from the society. From the classroom maybe happen, but you may not complete your learning of life skills in the classroom. That's why a good teacher believes all the groups who are involving in the teaching learning process, parents, society, government, what we call education system, and your curriculum, who believes all these are plays important role in molding the students, then we can say the teacher is a good teacher. And good teacher always supports the students. When he or she went wrong, he guide and instruct and motivate to come to the right way.
Okay. What are the greatest attributes?
My greatest attribute is only one thing. I believe learning is only the thing put a person in a front. And another second thing is I come across one statement on newspaper when I was a student. All the persons in the society have their own weaknesses. As an individual, you may come across any person. Every person has some weakness. You develop one weakness. That weakness is what we call learning and reading and education. If your weakness is education, it gives lot of support and it gives very confidence in you and very what we call in a best position in the society. And what we say education is only the way to mold the student in a right path. That is only, I believe, by that only when I felt come across that statement. My age is today 50. In 1998 I entered into teaching field, but I completed my doctorate in 2022. From 1998 to 2022, I was a student in different organizations and different levels of school, colleges and open universities. I learned so many things. So only one good thing of any human, believe first, that is education is only the way to mold us in a better way, and give right path is only the way of learning and education.
What role do you think technology should play in the class?
Today we can't expect technology and education are separate. Both are what we call with mingle only we can see the education. Without technology there is no education. Without education there is no technology. Technology and education are interdependent. Since COVID, after COVID, we have been learning. We have been what we call completing our syllabus through Zoom meetings and Google Meet and other modes of platforms. So technology plays a vital role in education, but at the same time, teachers should what we call warn the students not to use technology. What are the technological equipment and what are the technological medium or other things deviating the students from their studies. The responsibility of student teachers and the responsibility of the parents are much more than the previous days, because of technology are playing vital role in what we call in molding the student, influence the students. What we call influence the students, that may have some positive influences, and that the technology has negative influences. So by avoiding negative influences, technology is utmost important to give a proper education to the student community who are taking education nowadays.
We also got to know that you are also a motivational speaker. What led you to become a motivational speaker, and how do you define success in this role?
Students, you see one thing, today's younger generation have more capabilities, like communication skills. You have more communications. So you came here, you came from that place to this place by observing your what we call Google map, what I sent. You came here and you are making conversation without seeing before this. You may not know me, but you came and approached me and made conversation and convinced me to give an interview. But the thing, where is the gap? The students are not motivated. The students have gap of learning. The students have gap of what we call confidence. The students are in gap of ethical values. So many students don't have any goal. They are completing their undergraduation and post graduation. Afterwards, they are fixing their goal. What is happening? Without goal, they are spending their time. That's why, as a motivational speaker, why I chosen to turn as a motivational speaker. First of all, I believe I have more speaking skills. When I confident on my speaking skills, when I was confident on my presentation skills, I decided to motivate the younger generation, to put the younger generation in a right path, to bring the students from wrong path, and to give some contents like time management, goal setting, and stress management. All these things I decided to give the younger generation. That's why I decided to become a motivational speaker, and this is a good passion to inculcate the values in the younger generation. That's why I turned from teacher. As a teacher, every teacher is a motivational speaker. There is nothing more than that. But if you improve your motivational speaker into passion, we can influence the society. Especially, I trained the people who are rendering services in RTC. I given training to those people. The people said that as a counselor, you are you have very more skills to counsel the people who are in conflict or who are in problem. So like that, by taking all these inputs, I turned into motivational speaker. The success of motivational speaker is only one thing. Motivational speaker has to learn so much things in the society. What are the things happening in the society, in the current society? What the younger generation is facing the problems. As a motivational speaker, we have to show the ways to come out from the problems.
How do you keep your students motivated?
Yes, only one thing. You learn more. When I told in the class, no one can learn. You read more. No one can read. If we are read in what we call in leisure time, he observes us. Simply he has to passionate to read. You see my profile. I have been learning by observing me. Learning is only the way to become a good and a successful student. So, by practicing good habits, by observation, the students will be motivated, and every student, I concentrate on each and every student, especially very poor students. I much more concentrate on weak students, because of if I push him a little bit, he will be turn a great personality, because of who are the very lower confidence. If you give a little bit confidence, their confidence will be much more than what we are giving motivation. That's why the students will be motivated by observing our work. I believe that's why I have been learning, and I in every time when the student come across after the class, I will discuss all the things about the students, especially what is the background of the student, what are the problems he or she is facing, what is their family background, what is their economic background, what is their social background, what is their environment. When we have a little bit of this information, we are able to motivate them. Yes, she has more enough money, she has more enough what we call skills, but she may not have a little bit of confidence. By making chit chat with her, we have to give. Yes, you are very confident, you have more skills. Why she is not presenting that skill? You presented well. Then she become a good what we call good speaker and a good learner. She improves her skill, or what we call skill of learning. Confidence, it improves her confidence.
What are your career goals?
When I started my career, my dream was to become junior lecturer, gazetted officer. In 2012, I appointed by ABBSc as junior lecturer, and I promoted as a degree lecturer. Today I am working as an assistant professor of commerce. My goal today is to render my service to the society beyond the classroom. That's why in the recent past I started one YouTube channel, that is Dr.G.Srinivas Academy. From that I render services in National Service Scheme NSS of previous college, and I rendered my services in what we call district NSS coordinator for some district. And teacher has a responsibility, social responsibility of a teacher is also very important in the today's society. In that aspect, I started YouTube channel to give the values, to improve the personality. So I started Dr.G.Srinivas Academy YouTube channel. By this, I decided to make financial literacy among the people. So many postal schemes, what we call how to invest, how do we save our money, how do you spend our money in a proper way. And like this, I decided, but not yet completed my task on YouTube, and I'm working on it. You will be see more videos on my YouTube.
That's it, sir.
Thank you for doing interview with us, sir, and thank you for spending your valuable time with us. Thank you.
Thank you, children. You believe one thing before conclude our interview. Learning is only the way to become a good person, or to achieve our goal, and to become a good citizen. And you believe without values, education is nothing. You believe value based education is only give us a good life. Thank you. Thank you once.